Lane Kiffin has to be not that he doesn't always have to be the center of attention, but he's got to have his 2 cents heard.
Why are you so obsessed with Alabama football players? You left the program years ago. Sit down on your couch, eat your popcorn, and just stay away from Alabama football players. I hope everybody's enjoying the Memorial Day weekend, but I can't right now because Lane Kiffin still running his mouth about Alabama. And one thing he keeps talking about is Alabama players, Jonathan.
Yep. Yeah, once again, we're into another day, into another month, into another couple months to where Lane Kiffin once again opens his mouth about, well, not just Alabama players, but he's getting a habit of bringing up one particular player. And, well, if you guys don't know, we're talking about Bryce Young. Once again, man, it seems like every couple months, Lane Kiffin has to talk about either A, Nick Saban, or B, an Alabama player, in particular, well, Bryce Young. Just a couple of days ago, he was talking to SI and basically said that he thought that Bryce Young should have entered the transfer portal, as crazy as that may sound to Alabama fans, and say that, hey, he could have made 10 times more money on this NIL deal that he signed, making versus $3 million. I guess he's assuming he can make $30 million. I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous, just my opinion. But either way, basically implicating and saying that, hey, guys, the guy should have went in the transfer portal just to make his bags bigger, make more money. And look, it's easy to sit there and say that, guys, about Bryce Young. But one thing I want to harp on as well is what happens if it's not a Bryce Young type player and the guy enters the transfer portal and he doesn't have a place to go back to? What if you get replaced? What if that scholarship gets taken from you? You give it up and it's not given back when you can't find a home to go home to, right? So I think that's one of the bigger talking points when it comes to this is, but, once again, Lane Kiffin, he's talking. He's got to be on Twitter. He's got to be making noise. So, is this any different, Joey, than any other time we're talking about Lane Kiffin? He's got to make some noise on Twitter every couple months, right?
Well, of course. And the one thing I don't understand is why has this got to be an Alabama player? Why can't he talk about Tyler Van Dyke or C.J. Stroud? Why is it Bryce Young? Why are you so obsessed with Alabama football players? You left the program years ago. You're gone. Alabama shouldn't come out of your mouth. I mean, sit down on your couch, eat your popcorn, and just stay away from Alabama football players. I don't even know why you're so obsessed with Alabama football players. If you want to be an Alabama football coach, come back to daddy. Call daddy on your cell phone and say, hey, daddy, I want to come back and coach for you. But keep your mouth shut.
Here's what I know. I feel like this honestly was said for one reason. It's because Nick Saban's name is hot right now because of what's going on with Jimbo Fisher, what he said about Deion Sanders. And he just wanted, Lane Kiffin has to be, not that he doesn't always have to be the center of attention, but he's got to have his 2 cents heard. So, this guy had to interject himself in some sort of way. And he knew with Nick Saban and Bryce Young, their names being hot right now, why not go ahead and make a post? Why not stir things up a little bit more? Because look, C.J. Stroud isn't really being talked about very much right now. You talk about Tyler Van Dyke, same thing. We talk about everything else. But talking about Jimbo right now, talking about Deion Sanders, talking about Nick Saban, that's going to get you some clicks. That's going to get you some attention. And I feel like that's exactly what is going on right here. But either way, it's an attention grab. That's all it is, bro.
Well, two things that attention grabs is one, Lane Kiffin. I mean, that's something to click on. And number two, the only one person that's making more money in college football right now is Lane Kiffin. So won't you focus on your family? Focus on all the females around Ole Miss and whatever the hell you do, Lane Kiffin, but keep Alabama football players out your freaking mouth. That's all you have to do. Just don't worry about Alabama. Only time you need to worry about Alabama football is when you're playing Alabama football. And trust me, when you're playing Alabama football, you'll know it because you're going to be sitting on a donut for a week.
Yeah, man. A lot of people are speculating now that Lane Kiffin could be the guy to come in eventually and take over for Nick Saban. So, I don't think he's going to be an Ole Miss.
Who said that?
I'm just saying, speculating people are saying that. A lot of people are saying that Lane Kiffin's a hot commodity, man. He's not going to be at Ole Miss too much longer. Where would he go?
He's got. We're going to talk about Lane Kiffin in another video, but trust me, he has to be next to a body of water. He doesn't like staying in places too long. He's like a Bobby Petrino, like a thief in the night. He just got to get in there, do his little magic, and then leave at the middle of the night. And then when he leaves, he's got to be next to a body of water. The only reason why he's at Ole Miss right now because that big lake next to Ole Miss, Sardis Lake or Wellsgate Lake, They
Whatever the thing is.
told his dumb ass that it was ocean. He was like, "Oh, good, I'll go."
Oh my God. But yeah, that's all I got to say on that, man. Look, I think all this was an attention grab. I think people are going to blow it out of proportion, which, I'll be one of those guys. There's nothing like speculating at this time of year. We got a couple more months until kickoff once again. But yeah, it is a funny story how Lane Kiffin does keep, he just keeps bringing up Alabama players, but Bryce Young in particular. He definitely seems enamored by him, to say the least. I'll just leave it at that.
Maybe because he's awesome. Go to college football with Jonathan Lewis. Hit the subscribe button. And please hit the subscribe button right now. If you're watching this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button with CTS Sports Room. We got great content here. And quite frankly, Jonathan Lewis is on here now, and he's handsome, and girls love him. So remember, go to college football with Jonathan Lewis and hit the subscribe button. And since we got great content right here at the CTS Sports Room, hit the subscribe button. And please hit a like on the video. And before we go, remember, guys, win or lose, O.J. Simpson has no problem going on to the Auburn football coaching staff and cut players. And ladies and gentlemen, we are out.